How on God's green earth are there still 7 people playing Concord? You can see it right here, right? Like, this is absolutely hilarious. We got the 1 week. I wish we can't go to the 1 month because, well, the game wasn't active for that long. We can't even have the 2 weeks where everything was just popping, right? But at that peak player count where we will never, ever, ever see numbers like that again. 132 people right there at the news that the game was going to be taken offline that evening, and then or I'm sorry, at the end of the week, and then people just decided, you know what, we're going to try to save this game, and then, well, have the people turned out on the Wednesday, and then by Friday night when everything was turned off, 52 whole people, that like 6 or 7 full games, they played their final outing, and then, yeah, I guess just in protest over the weekend, people were leaving Concord on or something like that. Like, this is just, is this a joke to you people? You're just going to try to wring out every last red cent from Firewalk Studios? Best of luck to you. Doesn't quite have the same appeal or the same nostalgic pull the same way that the last few people that were playing Halo 2 online after they shut down all the servers. Not quite hitting the same way, but best of luck to you. It would just be funny if this protest lasts longer than the actual game was out in circulation, but we're starting to see now in the days since the cancellation, and obviously now that we wait from the game exploding to the studio exploding, because, well, we'd have to imagine that it's either A, going to undergo a dramatic downsizing, or B, just be outright shut down. But Firewalk Studios senior concept artist reveals employees are terrified of their future. I mean, you made Concord. At the end of the day, your work speaks for itself, and you guys, if this is the best that you can do, you should probably seek alternative employment. I'm not going to be one of these games journalists who's going to come out and go, oh, it's very distasteful to come out and dance on the grave of a dead studio. We've seen what Firewalk Studios has put out into the world, and the people that are there, the people that are terrified of the future, what they actually think of the gamers at large. I'm not going to say you deserve to live in terror. I'm just saying, if you can't see the writing on the wall that you should be, putting your resume out into the rest of the industry, I don't know what else to tell you. We're going to focus in on one individual right here, Amanda Kiefer. Okay, Firewalk's studio senior concept artist Amanda Kiefer allegedly revealed that employees at the company are terrified of the future after the company's first and probably only game, Concord, was shut down less than 2 weeks after it released. As initially reported by Smash JT, Kiefer wrote on X, "I'm going to DM you after seeing this, but this site makes me pay to do that. So at risk of getting dogpiled, I'm just going to say this here. A lot affected the art side. What? Oh, a lot affected the art side, okay, of Concord. Included design by committee, okay, failure of some leadership to listen to the art team, etc. Okay, interesting. So you're telling me that there was some disconnect between the higher-ups and the people creating the characters? Because that was a big concern, because when your lineup looks anything like this, I mean, you'd have pause for cause, because, oh, that's awful. She continued, the character concept art team, including myself, is going through an extremely difficult time emotionally. Yeah, you made a bomb, okay? Wasted 8 years of development time and at least $100 million. I mean, I'd probably feel pretty bad too. It would be kind of justified, but now you're trying to play the victim? Strange. And some of the team no longer want to work in games. Well, they probably shouldn't design characters, again, see previously, or even do art anymore after this because of this. Posts like yours, though understandable, and are unfortunately ill-timed. Oh, don't make fun of our bad work because we just put out our bad work, and you should give us some time to revel in our awfulness. No. None of us know which way the wind will blow with the studio. Well, pretty good assessment what's to come. I mean, you don't really need to have a PhD in art design to figure this stuff out. We are worried, sick, and terrified of the future. Not only that, but we have been shouldering the brunt of emotional labor as executives. Oh my God, just made a bad game. Stop complaining about it. But of course, women, internet, anything for attention, right? Kiefer then added, behind the scenes, of all this talk about Concord and character designs, people's livelihood are at risk. You did a bad job. Okay, like if somebody was stocking shelves at the local Piggly Wiggly and they kept doing it in a way where the cans continued to fall off their shelf, you think their manager would go ahead and keep them on because, it's just so much emotional duress? Did they get fired because they did a bad job? Just shut up, you hack. Videos, people's livelihoods are at risk and there are very real financial consequences that might hurt us even more. That's just what I can say from our point of view. I'm not saying change course or anything. As artists, like being able to use social media to promote our work and to get more jobs. Yeah, and that's where things start to get interesting because we're looking at the social media promotion that you're doing, whether you know it is or not, and judging the quality of your work and whether or not we want to support you from there. It's a double-edged sword, you idiot, and you'd know something about double-edged swords if you did some actual competent character design. But I am saying we see this and it absolutely affects us since we just got our teeth kicked in. Yeah, because you made a bad game. Ironically, Kiefer's post came days after she claimed that gamers would not have any games to buy at all because they opposed woke ideology be injected into them. Oh no! Somebody who was complaining that, gamers are the problem with failed video games all of a sudden want sympathy from said gamers? Oh! Somebody needs to take down that sign. Okay, we need to take down days that have passed since anybody working in a game development have publicized their own hypocrisy. Oh no, we're back down to zero. Wrote on X in response to the disingenuous post from YouTuber Mighty Keef. I'd be redundant there. Regarding Bandai Namco embracing DEI, Kiefer wrote, pretty soon these weirdos will have no games to buy at all. Right. How's the sales of Black Myth Wukong doing right now? What about Stellar Blade and people eagerly anticipating its PC release? No games to buy at all, huh? As you can see, we'd go to these posts, but thanks that Park Place, we can at least look at the snapshots because, she's gone protected because, I guess, dogpiling and harassing, right? But yeah, the above post just came days before Firewalk Studios announced that Concord, it's not just getting shut down, but we're going to refund the 25,000 prospective sales that are out there. As previously noted by Smash JT, Kiefer is an admitted feminist who thinks Donald Trump's supporters are brain dead and a dangerous cult every single time. This is why I don't care what games developers have to say about their projects. Certain ones I do, but if it's not anybody out of the East, if it's not somebody like Ken Levine, I don't really care what they have to say because I know that they probably hate me just for my political beliefs or my common sense approach to most things. She wrote in 2020, I'm a feminist. I want to see a woman president more than anything. Keep on wishing, bitch. But she recently completely dropped her progressive agenda and is actively trying to stop progressivism in the party. I can't support that, and there's a lot of people out there like me terrified to speak up. It must be amazing to live in such terror all the time. Do you ever think it's a reflection of anything that you personally do? No? Right, it's everything else out there. I'm actually really scared to post this at risk of being called a Bernie bro or being otherwise attacked like I have in the past. So I just continue to put stuff out there so I can continue this same victimhood cycle for attention and likes on social media. And I do support Bernie. What? Why would you be afraid of being called a Bernie bro if you support Bernie? When those freaks ever say that, you're Trump's, you maggot, Trump bootlicker, it's like, yeah, I got my MAGA hat right over there. I can see it. We've got a Trump train sticker somewhere around here. And the opinions of freaks like this who live in perpetual horror in response to their own bad life decisions, it doesn't really affect me all that much. In October of 2020, she wrote, right now, Trump supporters are filling the streets and highways of my hometown, and the police do not mind one bit while people are intimidated at polls and attacking protests. This is a dangerous cult. I beg your pardon, where? It hurts to see this happening in my beautiful hometown. This is terrifying. Ow. Bitch, you posted this on October 31st. Do you ever think that those motherfuckers were out there just trick-or-treating or something like that? Oh my god, people are taking to the streets on October 31st. Heaven forbid. Some of them, I can't believe there was one out there. He had a white hood. Oh no, wait, he's just a ghost. And he's 6. Oh, but they're going door to door with bags trying to collect. Oh wait, candy. I hate game developers. I hate Western game developers. But at this rate, they're going to do something that any critic out there could never have hoped to accomplish, even with all of their biting critiques, all of their hilarious criticism they could have never accomplished. These people are going to end up drumming themselves out of the industry based on their own stupid ideas. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.